Hello YouTube bro, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel for everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And now in today's video, we're going to be discussing a new Pixar Animated Studios film that is probably the most creative ideas that they've ever had, which is called Lightyear. Now if you don't know what Lightyear is, and a lot of people are wondering what this is the movie that Andy from Toy Story went to go see that made him want to buy a Buzz Lightyear action figure. So in 1985, he got a Buzz Lightyear toy for his birthday back in the original Toy Story film, and the Buzz Lightyear character, the toy that he got, is from the movie Lightyear, and that movie he saw is this movie. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started reviewing Lightyear. So for me, as a Toy Story fan, as a Pixar fan, as well as a fan of this sort of genre, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. And to be honest with you, I don't really know where to begin with this movie. Now, I'm not saying it's like top tier Pixar, but there's just a lot of things that I really enjoyed from this film. I guess you could say, to start it all off, it's just a homage to so many of the classic sci-fi and space odyssey stuff. Whether it has fights with these kind of like blue lightsaber stuff, or even spaceships going hyperspeed. There's a lot of space stuff that I thought was really cool in the way they did everything, and going into space and flying, and the way it is all visualized. There's a lot of stuff that reminds me of like Interstellar, and I was about to say Inception, but that's a different Christopher Nolan movie, not a space movie. There's even stuff that reminds me of First Man, which I never seen, but like the first shot of Lightyear, not the first shot, but like the poster they put, the look of the character that they put out, like when Lightyear was announced, like it looked incredible. And then so I love all the space stuff that they did with it, and there's just multiple times that I feel like it was of Star Wars. I guess the other thing you gotta talk about is just the Buzz Lightyear character himself. Of course, at first, when I heard that Chris Evans was gonna be playing Buzz Lightyear, I was like, this is gonna sound weird. I'm basically just gonna be hearing Captain America play Buzz Lightyear. But he actually fits the role really well. And he fits the role as a human, not as a toy. Because if they brought Tim Allen back, it actually would have been really weird. And I actually think he did a really good job, and he did not try, and I thought he did a good job in not trying to replace what Tim Allen did, because his work is amazing. But then again, with what they did with Buzz Lightyear in this movie, I actually like the arc that they give, because as I was thinking, like, what kind of story would they create for the film, and basically, the movie literally begins with him, like, stopping the big ship, going to this planet to discover because it seems like it has some resources, and then the ship gets attacked, and it's his fault that they're stranded there for like a year, or at least many other years, and it's like his fault, and his main mission is to get them back, and also the other arc is trying to work together in a group, and I think that arc was actually pretty well done, because you know, he in the Toy Story films, he's known to be like doing everything himself. He's like, he knows everything. He can do everything. He's studied the best. He's the fastest. He's like the Estes. Like, he's everything. And I like that arc that they went through, and especially the arc that he had with the girl Alicia. I thought was pretty cool. And then I think the other thing you gotta talk about with this film is, of course, the action sequences. Of course, they're all pretty good, and they all look great. Next, let's talk about the side characters. Of course, the main little groups of rookies I thought was pretty cool. And fun fact about the rookie plot line at the beginning, I didn't think that they would make that into like one of the main themes of the movie. Like sometimes it's okay for you to have help. And I actually kind of like that. Like it's okay to have help sometimes, and I like that. I like that theme of the movie. And then, of course, I think the best character of the entire film is Socks, the robot cat. He probably stole the show for me. Every little bit, every little piece of like the powers that he has, like the little dart that he shoots at the Space Rangers, or even like the little the laser coming out of his eyes, or even the little the fire hairball. All that was absolutely amazing, and he stole the show for me. So I would say he's one of the best side characters of this film. And then I think the two things to close it out here is, of course, first off the next thing I want to talk about is the animation. Of course, it's Pixar, it's amazing, it's big in scale, and that also leads into the next thing, as this is the first Pixar movie to be released in theaters since Onward, which was released in 2020. Because the last three Pixar movies, which were Turning Red, Soul, and Luca, they went straight to Disney+. And if this movie went to Disney+, I kind of would have been a little more happier, because as much as I love the way the movie looks amazing. And even like movies like Soul and Turning Red, they look amazing too, even Luca. But I don't know, there's something about it that, and also I think that leads into some of my problems with it. And then I think the other thing you gotta talk about here is the Buzz Lightyear moments. All the moments, whether it's the lines from like Toy Story, or even the stuff where he gets the laser, because I was wondering, like, when is he gonna start shooting lasers? Like, obviously he has a little bit of a gun, he has a sword, but it's like he doesn't have wings or a laser. But then he gets a laser from the equipment unit, and then he gets the wings from the ejection seat. And I'm like, once that happened, like, Zurg's about to kill him, he's like, prepare to die. And then he ejects the seat, the seat turns into wings. He points the laser at Zurg, and he's like, not today, Zurg, says that classic line, shoots him. And I'm like, I literally clapped in the theater. I was like, yeah! And then we get at the end, and this is actually like a little cute moment, where at the end, when the new guy at the Space Ranger Corps that replaced Alicia, he decides that he wants to change the Space Ranger Corps into the protection unit of the galaxy. And so the main rookie members here, Buzz's team, you get the iconic toy accurate suits, and the stuff with Socks, what they did with him and giving him a little Buzz Lightyear suit, gave me some Reyna vibes, if you know what I mean. If you've seen some pictures of her on Instagram wearing her little suits and everything, it was very cute, and I was like, that reminds me of Reyna. I feel like Reyna is here, and I'm like, this is so cute. So all in all, this movie was amazing. However, there are some issues though, so let's move on to the bad. And the first issue here is the way that they actually is the world of space. So obviously we are in space a couple times here and there, but when it comes to actually like going to other planets, that's not really what this film is. We spend the entire movie on this planet because they're here for a year, and it's all about, and the whole movie is Buzz is trying to get back to, so that way this planet can leave, so this spaceship can leave. And I mean, it was a cool thing to do, but then he just decides to leave it, but then he just decides to stay at the end, but then becomes the protection unit of the galaxy. So I mean, it was cool, it was definitely cool, but I mean, I don't know, like, I don't like the way they did that. Also, the other thing you gotta talk about here is just the Zurg. I never really cared for him. He was just a villain that just did not work at all. He was just a guy that, and the fact that they made him a future Buzz Lightyear that turned bad and found this technology doesn't really seem interesting. And it also ruins the joke that they did in Toy Story 2 as Zurg is Buzz Lightyear's father. Which I know it's a reference to Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, but like it was a real thing, so I'm like, why are they gonna do that? Though I understand that it's a whole different movie, it's a whole different, it's two different characters, so I totally understand it. And I think the other thing you gotta talk about here is, the stuff with the movie theater experience. Personally, for me, I don't really feel like I don't know if it was because of me, but personally, when I was in the movie theater, a lot of people did not really go, like, when we were, my mom booked the tickets today, and there were literally, there were literally multiple open seats. Like, there were literally no seats. Like, there were literally no, the movie theater wasn't packed. It was wide open for everyone. And I'm like, you guys want to go see, and I see people go watch Jurassic World. I see people are going to go see The Black Phone. But you're not going to go see Lightyear? How can you not want to go see Lightyear? It's just action space adventure. But that's them. And then I think the other bad thing about this movie is the plot line where the guy decides to cancel the missions of hyperspeed and just wants to stay on this planet and use laser shields. Like, he goes crazy on laser shields, and I'm like, we have laser shields. We can block all the bugs from getting out, and that's it. That's not really an interesting thing to say. Not really. So, those are really my issues with the film. Overall, I personally thought it was a really good film. I feel like that there could have been more stuff. And also, I was kind of disappointed in the way they actually did, like, the red button on his original suit in the film. As you think that would be the button to like turn on the wings or even pull it, like, to get the wings out, but that was never the case. So the suit that he gets at the end is basically what the toy looks like, and I think that suit looks way better. And hopefully, I want to get a Lightyear 2. I hope we can, because there's a whole world right here that I feel like we can explore. So personally for me, this film was definitely worth it. I absolutely really liked it. So that's my review for Lightyear. Before I give my final score, be sure to tell me down below, what were your thoughts on Lightyear? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or are you between? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.